Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Fasting into Fall with Angela. I am so happy to report that I lost a total of 4.8 pounds this week. Absolutely amazing. I feel like I'm finally getting into the groove of, upping that protein, lowering the carbs, and just getting healthy. But anyway, later on today, my mom and I are going to be going to Sam's Club for the very first time. So I plan on taking you guys along with me. I don't know if that's going to quite happen, depending on how busy they are because it is a Friday. But yeah, I hope we find, some good low carb, high protein foods that we can eat throughout the week. But yeah, everything went really, really well this week. I, upped my workout like a little bit, not a lot. And I've been doing a lot more research, and I will probably get into that a little bit later after work when I have time to just like sit down and talk to you guys. But I just wanted to report my 4.8 weight loss. I'm so excited. Hey guys, so we are at Sam's Club right now, and I brought MP, and we are gonna see what they have here. So I don't know if I'm gonna vlog when I'm inside or not. Just depends on how busy they are or whatever. Cute moms. They have the pumpkin candles. I know this isn't like, food related or whatever, but smelling a pumpkin candle is kind of food related. Oh, they have it so you can't take them off. So you don't know what they smell like. That kind of sucks. Anyway, they're $30. Oh no, they're not $30. They are $22.97. So a little bit different than my cart would look. I found the pumpkin spice premier protein. I got tampons, which I normally wouldn't get. Starbucks coffee, some Amy Lou chicken burgers, some lettuce, eggs, chicken, and the ramen is for my daughter. But yeah, it looks a little bit different. Oh, and I also got the Downy rinse and refresh, so we're gonna give that a try as well. I also forgot I got cheese curds, and then I also got over here, I don't know if you guys can see or not, I got some Campbell's soup cream of chicken because I do plan on making white chicken chili over the weekend in my crock pot. So I will say this, there are, I think, more member perks at Sam's for checkout. Like you can do the scan and go, which makes it a lot more easier, where at Costco you can't do a scan and go, and it was literally like me scanning the merchandise as I was shopping, and then when it was time to go, you literally just, you didn't even have to show anything. The lady just scanned my cart, like, I don't know, with a machine or something, and it like knew, and she's like, go right ahead. So I didn't even have to show anything like a receipt or anything like that. I did actually pick up the charge card for Sam's just because she said you get like $50 if you open up a charge card. Plus, I think it was like an extra $10 for the scan and go. So there were a lot of perks that way. We didn't get to the whole store, like we didn't get to the snacks, but we got to pretty much everything else. And I mean, it is a different vibe, but yeah, it has its perks. It's more of like a, Walmart type situation where like there's a lot more diversity here as well. A lot more elderly people here as well. So my mom might actually like this more. I feel like Costco is more of uppity, yippity kind of thing. Like it's the in thing. As one of my coworkers was saying today to me, she's like, Costco is kind of like the in thing, like the popular, club to belong to. But Sam's, I feel, is, I don't know, it has its perks as well. So I like both. But I'm gonna go home and I will sit down with you guys and tell you guys all about my week and basically, what all happened. And we'll go from there. So I am back from Costco. I put everything away and I took all my clothes off and I'm just relaxing right now. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my week and how things went. I did notice a shift in this week, and the shift was really interesting because I'm still, testing my glucose and things like that, but I really pumped up that protein. Every day I was like bumping up the protein, meaning I was getting more protein, and I was choosing more protein, less carbs, more protein, and also healthy fats like cheese and yogurt and a little bit of avocado and butter, Kerrygold butter. So there were some things that I, just kind of tweaked, I guess you could say, in my meal prep menu, variation. Just kind of went from there. And yeah, I don't know why I lost the weight that I did this week. With exercise wise, I took it pretty easy. I did exercise every single day, but I've been watching this girl on YouTube, and she's also on TikTok. Her name is Candy. I think it's Kandi. And she's really interesting. She's from Wisconsin, and she grew up, in Wisconsin and things. I don't know if they're living in Wisconsin now. I can't quite remember if they moved to California, but her and her husband, were fitness gurus, and just like, she was trying to lose weight and couldn't, lose that like extra 20 pounds. And she joined the 75 challenge or whatever. And I don't really know too much about that, but she said at the end of it, she didn't lose any weight, and she was exhausted because she was working out an hour every single day. And, after she stopped doing all that, bumped up the protein, lowered the carbs, still got carbs, but healthy carbs, and bumped up the healthy fat, she noticed that the weight that she was trying to lose just fell off and like diminished. And like, I honestly think that I am in that groove right now. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm in that groove. She also said that like tons of people will be working out at the gym for like hours and hours and hours every week, and they're not seeing the results that they would like to see. And the reason why is that like they're stressing their body out so much, and that stress will up the cortisol level, and the cortisol level that has, gotten elevated also makes the glucose very high. And she said basically everything falls around the glucose. She said your hormones are in touch with your sugar readings, and like everything, like it all kind of, goes around, like your thyroid, everything goes around your sugar levels. So I've been watching her, and now, so I would recommend you guys definitely watching her little shorts that she has. But just know that she does want you to subscribe and get like the full, story or whatever. Like she's out to make a buck also. I suppose just like any of us. I mean, I'm making a YouTube video right now, and I'm actually making a buck on it because you guys clicked on it. So everyone is trying to make a buck, right? But she is definitely trying to sell her program. But what she is saying is definitely making sense to me. I'm not going to pay for her program because I just think that that's ridiculous. Like you can do your own research and things like that. She also said, which I found super interesting, is that when you eat protein gets absorbed in your stomach and in your large intestine, and it doesn't even move past that. So protein is brain fuel. And I found that to be super interesting. She also talked a lot, and this is going to be a trigger warning, about getting your period. And she said many of the women that she has been coaching in their late 40s, early 50s, thought that they were in menopause, and then all of a sudden upped their protein, did like the whole thing that I'm doing, and they got their periods back. So I'm gonna show you guys a clip of what she basically said in one of her shorts, and then we'll come back.
So for those of you ladies that are in your late 40s, early 50s, I've had a lot of them get their periods to come back after a year or two of not having periods anymore. Now I get a lot of women that are like, I don't want my period back. Oh yes, you do, ladies, because your period is your fountain of fucking youth. That's what's keeping you young. You never wish your period to go away ever. When your period goes away, that's when menopause starts. And yes, it's nice to not have a period anymore, but you just start the clock a ticking. You want to go through menopause when it's right. And if your body starts its period again, it wasn't right the first time. It was just thrown in the towel.
So I find that super interesting because I feel like I fall right into that category. I haven't had my period for almost a year and a half. And all of a sudden I'm starting to shed weight. I am lowering my carbs, upping my protein. I feel healthier. I look healthier. And my period came back. And I find that so crazy and so bizarre. So I don't know. It's just something that I've noticed. You guys can watch her if you want. Like I said, I don't follow her plan or anything like that. I don't know what her plan is. But all I know is that I am definitely feeling better. This time around, total wise, I told you guys how much I lost for the week, but total wise, I have lost 46.2 pounds since May 25th. With the exercise, how, you know, people work out, you know, like for hours, like, well, or 45 minutes a day, even, whatever. So this week, I actually didn't do any of my classic workout videos for like 30 minutes or more. Instead, what I did, because you guys know I'm still continuing the OMAD, the 1 meal a day, after my one meal, I will go for a very, very short walk with the dog, because you guys know my dog is like this big. I went for a very, very short walk with the dog after I was done with my one meal. That was number one, to get my blood flowing. Number two, to get the glucose to go down and to stabilize after my meal, and just some physical activity. I also have noticed that I've been a little bit more physical with my activity at work, but I'm no longer putting in, you know, 45 minutes to an hour of strenuous activity that is like exercise activity, you know, and wasting all that time. That's a lot of time, you guys. And some of these people are at the gym for an hour a day. That's an hour that I could be doing something else at home. So I just find it very, very fascinating. A very calm, relaxing walk through nature is what my mind needed, and that is what I am giving my mind. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I hope you guys join me for week 3 of Fasting into Fall with Angela, and I will see you guys all later. Bye, everyone.